with a paintbrush in my hands, to a family of artists, upholsterers, and carpenters, I was destined to live a life full of art. Muscle memory in my hands, passed down through generations of Rodriguezes, guiding me through life. Born into an ancient city, overflowing with art, where the streets are sketched and the skies painted daily. My first art teachers were my grandparents. In elementary school, Fridays meant art making with Grandma and Grandpa. They would pick up my brother, my cousin, and myself and take us home. Home to the east side, to a small adobe house that had slowly grown over time as the family grew. My grandparents' house was filled with love and art. Each room an accumulation of family projects. A hand-carved desk, bookshelves and tresteros that seemed to sprout out of the walls. Nichos, adobe arches, upholstered bancos and chairs. Vigas across the ceiling. A blue, tiled kitchen, complete with hand-carved kitchen cupboards. And so many retablos, bultos, and handmade picture frames. They seemed to fill each room of the house from ceiling to floor. The house was filled with the sweet aroma of hard work and love. A combination of sawdust, wet paint, and coffee. We would sit at the kitchen table in worn aprons covered in paint that Papa had sewn for us. Grandpa would carve his bulto at the end of the table, sweetly whistling along to the rancheros playing on the radio. Grandma would sit across from us and would work on a new straw applique piece, while the three of us kiddos would paint our retablos, some more attentively than others. As we worked, Grandma and Grandpa would tell us stories. Stories of the santos we would paint. Stories of their lives and how they met. Stories about our parents when they were just children. Whenever I got stuck and I wasn't sure how to draw a specific pose, I would go over and ask Grandpa, and he would quietly tear off a small piece from his paper towel and begin sketching out whatever I had asked. I would stand next to him and watch as he slowly sketched on the paper towel, taking small moments to look over at me and check in to make sure I saw what he had done. When he had finished, he would turn to me and say, "Okay, Bueno, now you try." Grandpa was our mentor for Spanish Market, an annual religious folk art market sponsored by the Spanish Colonial Arts Museum. I spent my summers as a santera, selling retablos in the youth section of Spanish Market down on the plaza for 10 years, rain or shine, before eventually aging out and moving into a new era of art making. From my childhood, engulfed in this world of art and exploration, I decided to pursue a double major in science and art. At college, I learned new techniques and media to create with, and I was pushed way out of my comfort zone of acrylic paint and wooden planks. I was exposed to new means of observation through the process of working off of a model. I had to learn to paint and draw on a much larger scale. I grew as an artist, but I always kept the lessons from my grandparents close to my heart.